Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is 803 Scales, and we have an interesting forklift scale in front of us. So I went through, checked everything with the junction box, and I'm going through right now, and I'm checking all the resistances of the load cells. And you can't really tell, but because of the glare and everything, but the load cells came back perfectly fine. There was no drifting. There was no anomalies for the readings. And I tested it repeatedly, so each reading came back the same. Each load cell matched each other for resistance, for the weight bridge and everything like that. Um, so going forward, I said, okay, junction box is good, load cells are good. I'm checking all the connectors now, see if there's any damages, cuts, rips, tears, any parts where some rodents may have chewed anything. I don't see any of that stuff. I'm checking the load cells physically now instead of electronically. I don't see anything. I did find some cuts and tears and some repairs on the indicator wire. And I'm looking in to see if there's anything that's like major damages. I don't see anything really, really bad. I did find, and you'll see it later in the video, where it looked like there was some major damage. It may have been repaired. I don't know because I didn't open it up, but there was some electrical wire wrapped around. And again, I'm checking everything over one more time to make sure that there is no damage, that it didn't miss anything, and I don't find anything. But on this part, when I was rechecking the indicator wire, I found additional damages, some cuts, rips, or tears. I'm like, okay. And then I saw this. I'm like, oh, this could be the problem. I tried to look and see what was going on, and I didn't find any issues with that. I moved it around. It didn't fluctuate the readings at all. And so I'm like, okay, let's go into calibration. Let's see what's up. You want to make sure that your forks are level. And I just make them parallel to the ground, and then you adjust them as necessary. You calibrate the level, and you go in to calibrate the zero. You go and calibrate the weight. And the weight in front of me was 2,000 pounds, allegedly. And then it's also labeled as 1,000 pounds, so I changed it to 1,000. And I just wanted to see what was going on with this thing. This is not the appropriate way to do it. Don't copy this. This is just like just me throwing out a calibration to see how the scale reacts. Of course, it passed, did everything it's supposed to do. I get out of it, and then I see that the weight that I'm using isn't 1,000 pounds. We have 1,025. So to me, that says there's something up with the weight. The customer's weight isn't accurate. And I decided I chose to like try to see what happens a few times, see if there's any changes, this, that, or the other. And I didn't like it. Did not like it at all. Then I'm like, you know what? Let's actually test this whole thing and zero everything off, put the weight on it, and see what happens. Again, we get 10,025, so repeatability is there. So I threw my certified weights on the scale, I zeroed everything, and I got 460. So right then I know the customer's weight is incorrect. I'll go through that whole process again, level everything, zero everything, put my weights on, and you have to calibrate this to left fork, so fork side of driver side number 1, and then the second fork would be passenger side, fork number 2. That's the appropriate way you actually calibrate these forks properly. So 441 pounds or 200 kgs switched over, you calibrate that, and then boom, your forks are accurate. So what I did after this is I got the weight after I took it off and everything, after testing everything, and it's reading proper. Nice. So we take off some more weight. And it's still reading good. Got a little bit ahead of myself there. And this is just me retesting. 220 pounds or 100 kgs. Not too bad. Now we put the actual weight on after make sure she's zero. and we put the customer's weight on. This is the part that I've been waiting for. Because I'm curious of what the actual customer's weight is. So we're at 0. And the customer's weight is 985 pounds. That's why I could not use their weight to calibrate. And I think that's what happened originally to this forklift scale. But of course, it's unknown to me. I've never been here, never touched this scale. I had to check everything. So the other thing you can do is zero that off. We're using a substitution. We add our weights to it. And what does it weigh? 445, which is accurate. Thank you for watching. Peace.